Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. We have a really cool segment for you today. I want you guys to meet a really good friend of mine, Ken Grant. I'm going to be bringing him onto this video. We're going to talk to him and a little bit about his story. He is a veteran, American hero, who has had a really tough time of it since he's gotten home. So let's go get him and bring him in and let's see how he's going. So give me just a second, guys. Let's see if I can do this. Hopefully. Hopefully it will add and all of this will work.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm alright. It's a nice day here in Texas. Just hot as hell. I know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper LLC. Okay. Yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing okay right now. Just it's taking a little bit to get back from the VA right now. Had to go all with Dallas all the way all from one side to the other side, and I'm like not too far from the house right now, so I'm okay. I'm a lot better than last, you know.
Okay, hold on. I might need to go get my headphone because I can't hear you really well. So give me just a quick second.
Okay.
Had to untangle them.
Yeah, I
I
told
ended
you it
up
was
ordering.
noisy.
Well, it's not even that. It's I can't hear from this side of it, so it's kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
Please come back. Did that work?
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm a little
There
bit
we
better
go.
today. Yeah, I'm a little bit better
That's
today. Um,
that's good.
can you hear me? Oh, okay. Um, this morning I was just so determined to get down to the VA. Go ahead and do other alternate actions and stuff, affirmative action moves and stuff to make things happen a lot better for my situation, and then also to stuff that I didn't even know that I can do, and I'm about to go ahead and lay the gauntlet down. Yeah, enough is enough.
That's good. So you're getting the help you need finally, or at least getting into the right direction.
Yeah, I just had some good friends, shipmates, Marines, Air Force, um, people that I have known over time and everything, and they just told me just, hey, it's gonna be times where you're gonna be a little frustrated, but you just gotta be a little patient and just do what you're supposed to do. Just keep going to your appointments and all that stuff. Because one thing about it is that when they deny you so much, it's like you really don't have enough skin on your ass that much anymore to really be, because you feel like you've been burnt so many damn times. So it's one of those things where after a while you just like, what, I don't want to do this anymore. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I feel. But
I mean I get it. You went through hell over there and then you got to come through hell over here to get the services that you need to get things
yeah,
going.
well, it's just not about me. It's about everyone else that was a part of it as well. Also, too, I think some of the family members of the vets and everything, I think they need to be taken care of as well, because they had to endure a lot while we were over there, or while they was over there, you know, taking, you know, um, what's the word? What's the words I'm trying to use? Like, not abuse, but like they had to take the brunt of separation. Could have been death, or I mean,
Right.
it could be a lot better what they've been doing. So, but
Yeah.
I think the pressure is on them to get, get shit rolling.
Well, Tammy Clark says, "You got this, bro. You are a warrior." And Drew Kamen says, "Ken, what's up, bro?"
What's going on, man? Oh, that's my boy Andrew. I've been knowing that cat. Oh my gosh, geez, like 20. I want to say about 23 years. We grew. We stayed right across the street from each other back in Illinois, and yeah, he's a good dude, real good dude. So, but yeah, what up, Drew? And you said who else?
Tammy Clark just said, "You got this, bro. You're a warrior."
Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh,
And there was another comment up here, because I know you can't see the comments. Tammy Clark also said, "Hi, glad to meet this wonderful man." Uh-oh, I think we froze.
sorry about that. I had to use my phone to get on the bus. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah, yeah. So now I'm in some AC finally. Thank goodness. But so what can we talk about? I mean, what would you like to what would you like to know about me? Or
Well, I saw a really cute picture this morning. I think I woke up to it on Instagram, of this handsome little boy's first day of school pictures. And I
yeah,
thought that was pretty fucking cool.
yeah, that's little man's his mom. I'm gonna tell you somebody's mom, his mom Vanessa, she's on Facebook, done a hell of a job with him. Especially me being here in Texas. And she's out there in San Diego, and it's real tough because he's a boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one thing about boys, we boys, we like to get in some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get in some shit. Anything
Yeah.
from video games to sports, or chase the little girls around or something like that, whatever. But I mean, he's in a good place. I keep in contact with him as much as possible, and I think his mom, every chance I get, just thank her for what she's done for him and
That's
everything.
amazing.
So yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
oh yeah,
So, what were you in the military?
I was in the Navy. I was stationed on the USS Antietam, CG-54, in San Diego from September of 2003 until February of 2008.
Oh wow, 5 years.
Right. So where she's still active. So she's over in Yokosuka, Japan right now.
Oh, she's active military too?
No, the ship. Oh, I thought you was
Oh,
asking me
okay,
like,
gotcha.
oh, okay. Oh,
I thought you meant mom. I'm
No,
like,
no, no,
oh
no, no,
wow.
no. But, I met her while I was in. So yeah, yeah. But
Gotcha.
she's good people. Yeah. But about me, a kind of brief history about me. Like I said, I did 5 years in the Navy. Um, don't regret it. Probably the best time I ever had in my life. Got a chance to travel the world. Got a chance to see different things, different cultures, different currencies, different foods. Been on different continents. It was just a lot of fun. I
Ken
missed the
Grant
cat.
says Ken Grant says to call him A, and B, remember what I said, look straight ahead and stay focused.
Nah, that's my pops. Hey, Dad, what's going on?
Hey
Um, yeah, I
Dad,
was like,
thank you for
yeah,
for lending us your son for our country.
No, but getting a chance to experience a lot of different things around the world. Just great experiences. I mean, it was some experiences that I don't wish anybody had to go through, but hey, it's part of the job. So you just try to do the best you can, and then after that, you just hope everything goes well for you wherever that you do. Future endeavors. Like I said, I met a lot of great people while I was in. I'm still in contact with to this day.
You guys you guys have a brothership bond over there. You're bonded for life.
Well, if you think about it, it's all you got. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're not with your family. I would say about anywhere between 60 to 70% of the time you're gone, and when you're gone, he got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like he or she, I should say, he and she has your back. Because there's a lot of ladies that gave their life to this country too. So that's giving them they do.
That is very true. Absolutely.
So, but
Absolutely.
my dad, he served. He was in the army. My mom's husband, he was in the Navy. My uncle was in the Navy. My baby sister, she was in the Air Force.
Oh,
I
wow.
got two young cousins. One of them just got into the Air Force a year ago, and then I have another little cousin. He's in the Navy. He's been there for 8 years, so he's gonna make a career out of it, I believe. And his dad also was in the Navy too, so
Oh,
I kind of
wow.
follow his footsteps. Yeah, but yeah,
Wow.
we got a pretty deep military family.
My dad, he was a Navy officer, and then he joined the SEALs, and he was a SEAL. And one of the things growing up with my dad, as being one of being a frogman, they liked to play funny little jokes on some of the new guys on the aircraft carriers.
Yes.
And so every time I talk to some of the military vets, one of the questions that I ask is, what is some of the funniest moments that you've had with your brothers and stuff in arms?
Oh my God, I got so many stories, and some of them that don't need to be released to the public. Um, okay, that's this initiation that we have whenever we're crossing the equator. It's called what is it called? It's called Shellback Day. Pretty much, whoever that never crossed the equator, they have to go through this this ritual, whatever this initiation, as a polywog, like a slimy polywog, like you're a frog. You know what I'm saying? You
You're
ain't
not
earned
even a
shit.
frog yet. You're before a frog.
Well, I mean, not yeah, that too, but yeah, you like this slimy frog, and you trying to get the your shell back. That's all you're trying to get. And it was guys that was able to deal with it, and then you had guys that was kind of chicken out a little bit. But then again, hey, to each his own, I guess. That's probably one of the good. That's probably one of the good memories I had. It's kind of a way of like saying, okay, it's okay to haze, but you have to give that permission
Yeah.
for people to, because like I said, it's been many instances of people take
Not
it too
going
far.
overboard. Yeah.
Exactly, they go overboard to a point where it becomes like a real big thing, and that's something that you got to kind of really be careful with, and it's one of those things where, like I said, it's fun, but also at the same time too, if you know that you don't want to be throwing eggs at or ketchup or anything like that, whatever and stuff, then I advise you not to do it.
One of the
But
stories
I
my
enjoyed it.
dad One of the stories my dad used to tell me is, I guess they would wait until, I guess it was before the equator, but it was right around that time, and it was usually late at night. They would get
Hmm.
as many of the crewmen that have been there for a long time up to the top of the ship, and they would get the ship rocking back and
Oh,
forth
okay.
and dumping each other out of the bunks. And they thought it was just hilarious. They thought it was so funny.
We never did anything like that. I think what we did it was kind of a 2-day event. So like pretty much what they would do is, I remember the first time when I did mine, we were off the coast of Indonesia, and we was heading towards like the Thailand and Indian area. Like we was heading that direction. And what happened was they decided to kind of make a little dip just to go, in and then back out, whatever. So what happened was they they made us do like a talent show. We had to do a talent show. We made fun of like some of the cats on the ship. Like there was this one guy. He was a what you call it? He worked out a lot. They made fun of him. They teased him. They was like, "Oh yeah, feel it burn," all that stuff like that. So yeah, and then it was this one where this guy he made fun of the captain, and that's something that you don't do. You don't make fun of the captain. Oh my God! So somebody made fun of him. So what happened was the captain saw the thing, and he's like, "Okay." He said, "That was pretty good, man." He said, "That's what's up." So what I did was I made fun of what I made fun of. I think I made fun of my chief, or I made fun of the personnel that was on the ship that was already a shellback. And yeah, they made an example out of me. They did. And but the one with the captain, man, like oh my God, they obliterated him. I mean, they made him do all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, it was just crazy. And then like that was like the next day. So like around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, then that's when they have you get up and everything. They say, like, "Wake up, you slimy wogs," and all that stuff like that, whatever. And I mean, it's hilarious. And that was one of those good memories I have. And I was able to be called a shellback and the honorable shellback and all that stuff like that. Or whenever a shellback comes into a space, you have to greet him, and then you have to ring the bell and say the honorable shellback arrived, and like that. So kind of like the captain getting on the ship. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So the other fun that I had, I guess, is to do skydiving in Dubai. That was awesome.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah, so
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot more that I did, but I think the two countries that I experienced the best at was probably I'll say Italy or Malta or what was the other place we went to? Like China was cool. I mean, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Is there any place that you would ever want to go on like a vacation and visit, not being a part of the military?
I wouldn't mind going to. I want to go to Brazil. I do want to go to Brazil. I want to check that out. I do want to go to. I want to go to France, most definitely, because I took French for 3 years. I wouldn't mind going to England. I mean, I think France. I would say France or like probably Germany or something like that. Some place I would try to go to.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with the whole cannabis legalization, where do you stand as a veteran? What do you feel 2020 should bring for us?
Number one, I believe there should be awareness of what's going on, like how the opioids epidemic, because that is definitely real. A person like myself, I hate taking pills because I feel that once I start taking pills, it's like I gotta have it. I gotta take antidepressants and everything. And one thing about it, I hate popping those every morning, but I know I have to try to keep me from going a way I shouldn't be going. But also at the same time too, it makes me feel very loopy, and that's something that I don't want to feel. I don't want to feel like I'm just gazed and everything like that. Like, oh my gosh, like that. I want to be like to a point where I have some type of energy to kind of keep me from going to that negative side. I think marijuana should be legalized. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, I've seen other vets that have tried different things to cope with their depression, to cope with anxiety, to cope with PTSD, to cope with other, bodily pains or anything like that, knee problems, back problems. Some might have concussions and stuff while they was in. Because I mean, you get a lot of things that happen to you while you're in, and I believe that it should be talked about a lot more. It should be given an option for those that want to go into that type of field, or they want to go that route or whatever. I mean, that's, to me, I have no problem with it. I mean, I like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I like cannabis. I do. I mean, it helps. It helps me. I even use the oil and stuff. I mean,
well, I'm going to put the whole disclaimer out there just to make it safe on all ends of the spectrum. Ken is in Texas. At this particular point in time, we are not saying whether or not he uses THC or CBD. We are not commenting. We are not saying whether or not he's used it in the past, if he's using it in the future, or if he plans to. Because it is not actually legal as medicinal in Texas at this point in time, it is at the advice of my attorney to not incriminate yourself in any type of video. So I'm going to make sure that is very clear.
Right.
So, just so that we go forward with that. However, in the whole spirit of this, let's put on our pretend cap for a minute, and let's just say, if you were given that option of saying, Ken, you have the choice. You can take the antidepressants, or you can legally take this cannabis without having to worry about any type of legal ramifications. Which would you be more apt to choose, and why?
I would take the marijuana, the cannabis legalization part. I would do that because I feel that in so many different ways that it hasn't really bothered anybody. It's actually helped a lot of people that have serious depression. I just feel that with pills and everything, all it is it's pretty much man-made. It's pretty much man-made stuff that can be, pretty much destroy your liver and all these different things. Like I said, the reason why I say it is because I don't like taking pills, and I don't think pills is really good for me, but I take them anyway. And I'm just hoping that somehow, some way, it will be clear to where we have that option. But until that time, I got to do what I have to do. So yeah, it'll have to be your second answer.
Yeah. And this is obviously with everything that ended up going on yesterday and what has gone on. Melanie Garvis says, hi everyone, good morning. You've had a really tough time since you've gotten back. With everything that has gone on, our veterans are showing that a lot more of them end up taking their life, or something ends up happening like a DUI or some type of accident, injury type of a thing that ends up taking our veterans out of commission. Whether it be alcohol, whether it be recreational drugs, whether it be self-medicating, or whether it be over-medicating with drugs that are actually given by a pharmaceutical doctor. Right. Because I'm going to tell you that, I was a cancer patient, or am a cancer patient, and was for many years, and there were a lot of times that I over-medicated myself when I probably shouldn't have. So I understand what that is about. So one of the things that we look at when we're looking at this particular proposal that goes out in 2020, I don't know if you have seen any of it online or anything, but the federal government has finally released the federal proposal for 2020 on the federal regulations on medical marijuana. Okay. I encourage everybody to look at those, check them out, read them. If you have questions, make sure you look them up. Go to your local offices, no matter where you're at. most states have a normal organization, and there's a lawyer there that will help you if you ever run into any type of cannabis legal help. That is where you want to go, basically.
Yeah.
But having
Right.
said that, I personally was never a veteran. I never joined the military. I ended up with cancer very early. I wouldn't have been able to join the military even if I wanted to. But I had a lot of family members that did. My little brother being one of them, and he very much so almost took his own life and somebody else's because he was drinking and driving quite often, and it was his way of medicating and trying to keep those demons at bay. What do you do right now that helps you keep those demons at bay, and what can we do as your support system to help you keep those demons away? Kind of a long
Um,
question.
I'm gonna say there's a couple things that I do. What I try to do is I just try to keep myself busy by, with school, with school or I try to read, try to read some books, to kind of keep my mind off of it. Like I said, like if it was a few years back and everything, and I ain't afraid to say it, but um, it was. I think praying says a lot, and
Yeah.
I feel that that's something, and like I said, I get, people, they send me like little sayings here and there, and that's what I really do, So I just try to say a little prayer to myself, or I just, ask somebody to say a prayer from me, and just go on with it.
Is there something that we can do as your support system that might be able to help you with some of this? Because
Um,
it's adulting is hard. Doing this and being a grown-up person in this day and age is so difficult. I think we all need a little bit of help at times.
yeah. Well, like I said, only thing about it, only thing I would say is this: like, keep doing what y'all doing. Just keep, you know, look, just say hello to me, or just say you good. That's what I. That's what I just do. So, just say a little prayer. Not just for me or anything like that, but for those um, that really um need it. Just call and say hi. That's another perfect thing. You know,
Yeah.
because you never know what that person's probably going through at that time. Or you know, even to just say hello or have a little conversation, whatever, it actually make that person probably feel a lot better. Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
it makes that much of a difference, really. So I know it's time. Um, I know it's times that I know people they'll call me or whatever. Like some people call me, but also at the same time too, I feel that I try to, I, I wouldn't say try to ignore it. I just need time to myself
Yeah.
to kind of
Well, I
like
get that.
figure it out. Yeah, so that's why I leave it at.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's tough, especially when you feel like people are just feeling sorry for you, and that's not what you want. You want to be able to do it. You want to fight your way out of it. It's just suffocating.
Yeah. And then another thing to the vets that's out there, especially the ones that live here in Dallas, if you're actually watching or anywhere or whatever the case may be, try to find some other vet that you probably or go to a place where they got vets and stuff that can relate to your story or you might relate to their story and it might make a difference. Because like I said, these last couple of days, it was tough, but for the most part, I actually got with other vets and stuff, and they was able to talk to me and kind of keep me relaxed and kind of keep me calm. I want to thank my folks, my parents. They the ones that just tell me to stay focus at everything that I do. And when there is a problem, whatever, yeah, call them. But they might not have the answer. They might have the answer, but that's the best thing you can really do. But yeah, to the vets, just really just stay focused. If you know someone that's willing to open their heart to you and everything like that, then that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's the best advice I can really say. If not, then just continue to try to find someone that's willing to try to understand you at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, did you finally found some of those veterans services that to get you with other veterans, to get you in front of them, to talk with them?
I just say what they reminded me was to look into it a little bit more and see how I feel about it. Kind of just see what it's all about, and then just go from there. That's something I can't really do right now.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I want to say, one of the things that my brother used to tell me was, my little brother, he's like, I'm a man. I'm not supposed to be affected by this. I'm a man. I'm stronger than this. And I want to make this really, really clear. PTSD, it doesn't matter if you're a man or if you are a woman. It doesn't matter. PTSD hits all of us. And anything can cause that PTSD. And our veterans have more than their very fair share of it.
Yeah.
So, there was times that my little brother would wake up in the middle of the night in nightmares that he was waking up back there and he didn't know what to do. So he would wake up and start drinking right away because that was how he quieted those demons.
Right.
And it was until I finally told I finally was able to say, dude, listen, no, this has to stop because you're self-medicating and you're gonna kill yourself or you're gonna kill somebody else.
Yeah.
And it is a sad fact that that's something that happens to a lot of our veterans.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like I said, they want. It's not about what we feel. It's not about. Well, it's somewhat. It is kind of way we feel what we want for them, or just any bystander, or whatever. But also at the same time too, I think that each vet has to actually want the help, and
Yeah.
it's tough. It's really tough to really, to let go of your pride because one thing about it is I'm built with a lot of pride, and I always felt that I can do it. I can do it. I can figure it out. I got this, or whatever, and what it does is it breaks me down to a point where, that's when I have little, this and that going on and flashbacks and all that stuff like that. I'm just trying to get away from all that, and it's tough, but that's why I'm thankful that I have parents that I do, that kind of just, let me know that they love me and they care about me and they got my back. So that's pretty much a good support, that you can have. Is that just for me in particular, so I would say definitely my dad because one thing about him, he was always been a disciplinarian, but one thing he always been is fair, and he always gave me a chance to prove myself, and it gave me a chance to really speak what I had to say, and I'm thankful for that. Thanks, pops.
Good job, Dad. That's pretty amazing. That's amazing. Well, I can honestly say you won the genetic lottery on that one. You got lucky. You got a good dad.
Yeah. Yeah, so. But other than that, I mean, that's nothing more. It's really, I mean, like I said, my life is just real simple. It just, I have 2 kids. I have 2 beautiful kids, and we already know the situation with the other one. But that's something that I'm not gonna address to the whole world. But one thing about it, I love them to death, and I want to do everything I possibly can to stay healthy, to try to make sure I'm there for them when they need me, and they definitely need me now more than ever. So.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how I look at it.
Absolutely. And they, even if you don't have that contact with them right now, know that, you know, you have a legacy that you have built, and they're going to see this one day, and they will be very, very proud of their father.
I mean, like I said, you know, me and my son, we're great and everything, and I'm sure that my daughter, she's doing well and everything. But like I said, you know, only thing you can do is do your best. That's the only thing you can do. Just do your best. That's the only thing you can really do. Is just do your best, and there's
That is so true.
nothing more you can really say about that. So
No, there's not.
yeah, but
So,
but I but I hate to cut it short because my battery's about to die. But
oh, okay. And
we
you're
gotta
on
do
the
it.
bus.
Yeah, it's a little noisy, but yeah, we gotta do this another time.
We will definitely do this another time. Do you mind if I post this to the YouTube channel, or do you want me to keep it only on Facebook? What would you like me to do? Completely up to you.
You said Facebook or YouTube, you said?
Well, no, it's on Facebook. Basically, I can download it and put it on YouTube, so that way some of the people that you have talked to on the channel on YouTube can also hear your story. Those that weren't here, I did see Chrissy in the comments, though.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
and
mean,
you can always send me a message later and let me know what you want me to do.
okay, gotcha. But
So it's
I mean,
not that big a deal.
yeah, just hold on to it and everything. But yeah, yeah, just hold on to it. Just hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we will definitely be doing this again, because I know people are going to want an update to know if you found any other resources, because we're going to try to help you find other resources. We're going to try to help put a list together to where we can help other veterans get these resources that they so desperately need if they can't find them. So that's something that we're also going to help you with.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I appreciate you inviting me on here and kind of share my story. And I just hope everyone out there that's watching, or anyone that that's a veteran or that knows a veteran or whatever, hit them up. Say, hey, how you doing? Or just anybody in general. Just say, hey, how you doing? Hope everything is going well with you and yours. And if you love them, you love them. Tell them that you love them. If not, you say, hey, I'm just thinking about you, whatever. So that's all you can really. That's the only thing you can really do. So
that's the truth. Well, thank you, sir. I will see you later. We will definitely be talking again.
All right, now you take care now.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
So that was Ken, guys. He is a veteran, a wonderful, wonderful person. Just having a really hard time. Send them to me in a message. Any of these veteran resources that we need to start putting together for other veterans that are in need of these types of services that they're not currently getting through the VA. I hope you guys have a great day. I am out of here for now. I will be back shortly to do, I don't know, something, but I hope you guys have a great day. Mwah! Mad love, as always. Ha! And I'm going to drop the camera. Bye, guys.